Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, it's for you. But remember, they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Moon card. All right, so this is you. This is your energy. The Moon card represents Pisces in the tarotic wheel. So this is energy that you understand, but more importantly, alongside this, the Moon card represents the past. And so this week there is a deeply reflective quality to the way that you are moving through life. So you might find yourself really looking back over the past. For a lot of you, I actually feel like this might be a week where you are reframing or reclaiming a narrative from your past or your history. Now, for some of you, this could be a moment where you realize, you know what, the rose tinted glasses are coming off, right? I'm seeing something or someone or maybe even myself in exactly the way that it is, as opposed to the way that I would like to see it. It could also be that you are searching your memories and you realize, like, actually, you know what, this person, this thing, this connection, this place that I worked at, whatever the case might be, actually wasn't that bad, right? And this is whichever way it is. Obviously, it will be personal to you, right? It's going to be personal to how you think and feel and sort of manage or see the situation. So it will be individual to all of you. But in all of these different areas of your life, you're likely to be reclaiming or reframing a narrative of some sort. And I like this because it means that you're taking charge for yourself. Now, enrollment for my tarot course is open, but it will close on the 31st of January. So if you want to get one of those spaces, there are only 20 spots. I keep these courses deliberately small so that I can give you as much time and attention as I possibly can. There are PDFs, there are bonus videos, there's 12 weekly sessions with me plus Q&As on top of that, excuse me. And as if that wasn't enough, you will also get live client demos by yours truly, and you'll also get live client practice and practice on each other in the class. I really like to make sure I give you as much as I possibly can to get you from A to B. If you're a super advanced tarot reader, this probably isn't for you. It's beginner to intermediate level, and it will really, I personally feel it will get you to where you need to be. So it would be lovely to have you. There are, as I say, there's only 20 spaces, so if you want one of them, get on that. Now, I think there's 1 or 2 spaces left on the clearing cohort as well. So if you are interested in that, all of the links for that stuff in the description box below. For your actions and options this week, you have the Page of Cups. Whatever you are working on this week, whatever you are putting your time, effort and energy into, it is going to spill over into your season, into Pisces season. So we're currently in Aquarius season, but whatever you're working on at the moment, whatever you are actioning, it's going to spill over into Pisces season. So you might be working on what you're working on right now, right the way through to sort of the midpoint of March, right? Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. The other thing with the Page of Cups, this is you really searching your feelings, and you're looking at the past in some way to really understand, what am I seeing here? How do I actually feel about this? As I say, like the illusions and the influence of other people and other people's ideas and minds, all the stuff, that is falling away. You're seeing something really clearly this week, and that thing that you're seeing really clearly might just be you. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, a chance for you to utilize your creativity or skills that you have that you love to use but haven't had the opportunity to, could now be making themselves known. So I absolutely love this for you. Now, when it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the King of Pentacles. What a card to have in the professional sector. I love this for you. This actually could show up as even though it's not the Page of Swords, I do wonder if you're getting, so the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles can represent a promotion. Now, if you are changing jobs this week, so in fact, across the board, whether this is professional, academic, or life sector, the King of Pentacles suggests that you are having the best or the greatest experience this week of this area that you can have. Communications and conversations are solid, and because you are understanding yourself and your situation that much clearer, it's like you're able to make really informed decisions this week. So I love this. Right now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this with the Page of Cups, it's like your learning and your knowledge and your desire of direction all come together this week. So you finally start to understand how you're going to be able to make whatever you're studying or whatever you're learning right now into a viable job of some sort. So I absolutely love this for you. Now, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is a change of work. I think this is where you realize the disillusionment that you've had with your current job, and maybe for some of you, you get offered another position within the company that you're in. For a lot of you, I actually feel though that this will be with it will be with a new company but in an old industry. So a lot of you are going back to an industry that you once worked in, but in a new company. So I actually really like that, because I think you're going to be really happy because you're utilizing skills that you have honed, that you've refined, that you've had for probably quite a long time, because you've got this Moon card here. So I like this. For those of you that are employed by other people, this could be a week where you get an interview, where you get a job interview, maybe where you get a job offer, and that job offer could do you absolute wonders, and you find yourself like, wow, you know, this is the start of a brand new journey. So love this for you. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is the acquisition of a client that maybe you missed out on before. So maybe an opportunity or a contract of some sort was offered to you once upon a time, you weren't able to go ahead with it, or you weren't in the position to deliver, so you had to decline. Well, this time round, it's like you're getting a second shot at this, and this time you take it all the way across the finish line. Isn't that awesome? When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, your King of Pentacles with the Moon, it'll see you potentially interacting with an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, from your past, who really has your heart in some way, right? So it will be interesting to see how this shapes up. For your love and relations, you have the Nine of Swords. So there is some kind of trepidation over relationships, partnerships, significant connections of some sort, maybe even past relationships. So for those of you that are single, this could be an old relationship or an old partnership that comes up. It may be that some information is shared with you about somebody that you dated in the past, and like when it comes to you, you might be maybe shocked, maybe sad, maybe whatever, but it kind of like it just adds another layer of, yeah, that's the reason that wasn't the person for me. It's like you look at it and you start to see things in a much clearer light and say, okay, you know what, it's time to move forward. Now, on the other way that you could see this though, you might have somebody tell you something that you didn't know about that person, or something that they were dealing with or going through while you guys were an item, and you didn't even realize it, right? You, the person who's supposed to be closer to them than anybody, you didn't even realize this. And so throughout all of this, you might look at this and say, wow, you know what, I can't believe this person defended me when I wasn't, when nobody else would, or I can't believe this person did this for me even though they knew this, or they were going through that, or whatever the case might be. And you see this person and this connection from your past in a vastly different light. For those of you that are single and looking, honestly, I think the only reason that you're connecting with a past partner this week is just for conversation. I don't think it's for reconnection. Only you can decide that, but it's up to you. Now, before we get into your money and materials, I would like to say, if you would like to get a tarot, astrology or numerology reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. For your money and materials, you've got the King of Wands. Wow. So through your skills, through your talents, through some kind of leadership is how you are not only enhancing your money and your resources this week, but you have a chance to really step into a position of some sort that can make you more money and potentially has you a lot more visible. So you've got two kings here. Two kings represents minor counsel. It's where you connect with somebody or you're gaining wisdom or information from somebody, kind of like if you were to have a tarot reading. That would be a minor consult. You know, that's like that kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be with me. This could be with anyone. And the King of Wands usually represents a fire sign male, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Now, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this with the Moon card, I'm really sorry to say this, but there could be a problem with the sinuses, or there could be some kind of, you know, like when you get a head cold, right? As I've had for like literally the last God knows how long. It could be something along those lines. So watch out for this week. And if you are going out and, you know, doing any kind of activities, make sure you wrap up and you look after yourself and all of that jazz. All right. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the King of Wands is really you being in charge this week, or being tasked with getting something done over the finish line, or maybe initiating some kind of shift when it comes to the home sector. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.